Today, we're going to take a closer look at the Toronto condo market, and we're going to answer an important question. Are condo prices too high in Toronto? Before we get started, I'm Stephanie Noss with the Homeplicity Realty Group at Keller Williams, and I want to know, what do you think about the Toronto condo market correction? Do you think that we're going to continue to see prices come down through the rest of 2023, or will prices start to come up again? Let me know by dropping a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the Toronto real estate market. And let's start with some data. According to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, TREB, the average selling price for condominium apartments in the city of Toronto was $710,520 at the end of 22, which basically represents a 0% increase from the year before. So while that might sound surprising, since the average selling price for detached homes in the same area actually went down by 16.4%, this is because condos didn't increase the same amount, like those crazy numbers that the freehold market did in the last couple of years. So less increase means less room to come down. And if we look at the numbers for the first 2 months of 2023, we can see that the condo market has gone through a correction. According to Broker Bay Analytics, the average price for central downtown area, so CO1 and CO8, has come down 11% since February of 2022, so the beginning of the year, 0 to 11. And we're seeing new listings are down 38%, sold units are down 22%, the volume of showings is off 33%, so basically everything's down. This tells us that the market is expecting lower prices for 2023. A lot of those condo investment owners are facing a different reality. Their costs aren't being covered now because of where mortgage interest rates are. But here's the thing, even though Toronto isn't affordable for many buyers, that is just the truth. Prices aren't too high based on the data, and condos fared better throughout 2022 and typically follow the detached housing market, which has already gone through a pretty decent correction in the past year, and we have seen condos follow in a similar direction. Let's talk about the impact of the pandemic on the Toronto condo market. With more people working from home, there has been a shift in what buyers are looking for. So while location used to be the primary factor driving condo prices, space and amenities have become a lot more important to purchasers. And the TREB Market Year in Review and Outlook report for 2022 found that condos with a balcony or terrace sold for 11% more than those without, and units that had 2 or more bedrooms sold for 8% more than 1-bedroom units. So another trend we're seeing in the market is a shift towards larger suites, and that same report found that sales of condos with 3 or more bedrooms increased by 25.2% in 2021 compared to 2020, and sales of 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom units decreased by 12.3% and 3.5% respectively. So what does this mean if you're a buyer or a seller? If you're a buyer, it's going to be important to focus on what specifically you want in a condo, whether that's space, amenities, location, or something else. And if you're a seller, it's going to be important to make sure that your unit is going to stand out from the competition by highlighting its unique features and amenities and making sure that it's priced properly coming at the gate. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the factors that could impact the condo market in 2023. One of the most significant factors is going to be interest rates, and while interest rates are expected to remain elevated for the remainder of 2023, there is a possibility that they could decrease in the second half of the year, and this would be good news to buyers as it would make the condos and just overall housing more affordable. Another factor to keep an eye on is population growth, and if you look at these numbers from Statistics Canada, the population of the Greater Toronto Area, so GTA, is projected to increase to 2.2 million by 2041. That seems far off, but it does show that there is going to be demand for housing, including condos, and that's going to remain strong in the long term. And then finally, we can't talk about the condo market without mentioning the impact of the pandemic. I know we touched on it before, but the pandemic has had a significant impact on the market, and we're starting to see some positive signs of recovery. For example, TREB's consumer polling in conjunction with Ipsos found that the overall buying intentions of Torontonians trended upwards over the past 12 months. So 28% of the respondents said that they would likely buy a home in 2023. This is up from 2% in fall of 2020. And among first-time buyers, 46% said they would likely want to buy a home in 2023. So that's up 7%. And then the uptick in first-time buying activity is always going to be important because it represents new households entering the market for the first time. And that represents growth and overall demand over the long term. And then additionally, the polling results revealed that a resilient labor market, downward trend fixed mortgage rates will likely prompt a gradual increase in home buying activity. And what does all this mean if you're looking to get into the market? Well, it's likely going to be a year of transition, the first half for sure, which we're already seeing. So it's going to be similar to 2022, flatlining in terms of sales and then likely continued correction in pricing. But hopefully the second half of the year, we're likely to see an uptick in buying activity, and this will be driven by lower borrowing costs and that increase in first-time home buyer activity we talked about. As a buyer or seller, it's going to be very important to stay informed with the market and to definitely work with an agent who's experienced and can help you navigate the ups and downs of the market. And as always, it's important to focus on really what's important to you in the condo, whether again, that's space, location, amenities, or something else, and just knowing what that is. So to sum it up, Toronto may not be affordable for all buyers. The data shows that condo prices aren't too high, and likely we're going to see them continue to climb in the coming years, with interest rates expected to remain elevated for the first half of 2023. Record population growth, demand for condos is likely going to remain strong in the long term. And for those of you looking to buy or sell a condo in Toronto, please feel free to reach out. I would welcome the opportunity to speak with you. If you have any questions about the process or you'd like an idea of the value of your condo. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the Toronto real estate market. And you can follow us at Homeplicity Realty on Instagram and Facebook for a lot of content that we don't post here on YouTube. Bye.